Amelia Tutt, welcome to Leicester Tigers. You made your debut last week against Bristol Bears in the Allianz Cup. How did it feel to run on that field for the first time?
It was so nice to be part of the team with all the girls and putting on that shirt for the first time, and I'm looking forward to many more, hopefully.
You were coming back after a long layoff from injury.
Yeah.
Talk us through the rehabilitation process. How difficult was that?
It's been tough. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been playing properly, and I managed to do 35 minutes against Bristol, and I'm hoping my body lets me do more this week against Exeter. It's a shame I can't be with the girls in New Zealand right now, but I'm supporting them, watching their 4 a.m. games and supporting them from the other side of the world. And I'm back fit. I'm looking forward to training for the Six Nations with them and hopefully playing alongside them again.
Brilliant. You got your start in rugby really early. You started at just 5 years old at Long Buckby. How did you first get started in rugby?
Well, I have 2 brothers, and it was always the case of I would either watch them or just join in. So I decided to join in, and I was playing tag rugby with the boys, and it was fun, and then it progressed from there, really. I would play in the girls' team, and then it was only really the last few years where I've become more of a rugby player than an athlete with a rugby ball, and it's just progressed very quickly from there.
As you say, you started off as an athlete. You've got an extensive athletic background, especially in sprint hurdles, where you were top 20 in the UK. You were county champion, so Midlands through and through. Having competed extensively in both, how do you compare the two?
I think the obvious difference is the fact that it was an individual sport. It was nice to be able to put my all into it and only hold myself accountable. If anything went wrong, it was always just your own fault. Whereas in the team, you kind of have to accept the highs and lows with the team and just kind of celebrate them all together and work through them all together. It's just nice being able to live this part with friends and work through all the games together.
Obviously, being a winger, the speed and the strength that are acquired through a discipline like sprint hurdles are vital. But what else would you say has helped your transition from athletics to rugby be so smooth?
Well, I think, like you say, the speed has definitely carried me through, and I think that's how I ended up. Well, it is how I ended up as a winger, but also the power that you require for hurdles to get you over the hurdle is something that's become quite a unique selling point for me as a winger. Having that power and being able to break through people in the line, as well as having the speed if the ball makes it to the edge, it's something that I'm quite proud of.
Celia Quansah, when we talked to her, also mentioned about the mindset that you have in athletics, because it's a very singular mindset, can also help sometimes, especially when your back's very much against the wall. Would you say the mindset is something that translates over as well?
Yeah, I mean, it has taught me to really hold myself accountable. If I mess up on the pitch, I will take accountability and I will own it, because, like I said, in athletics, it is an individual sport. It can be quite, don't want to say toxic, but it can be a little bit hard sometimes. It's a big focus, and yeah, it is quite different.
So it's exciting times for women's rugby in the British Isles. Wales and Scotland have both recently announced full-time contracts for players. How exciting is it being around that environment, and how much are you missing the WXVs at the moment?
It is so exciting to be part of the huge development at the moment, and I'm really happy to be part of that. I mean, I'm only 20 years old and I'm already experiencing things that the girls that paved the way for us would have only dreamed of. So it is just so exciting. I mean, I wish I could be a WXV right now, but yeah, the 4 a.m. games, I've got all my alarms and yeah, I just can't wait to be back with the girls.
Excellent. You were capped by Wales for the first time against Italy during the Six Nations. How was that feeling when you knew that you'd be in the squad, and then when you found out you were coming on?
I didn't actually know that I was I hadn't been pre-told that I was going to be in the team. So when the team was announced and the camera was on me, I was crying, like happy tears. And then on the actual day, it was the best day of my life. I don't know if it'll ever actually sink in. I mean, it hasn't yet, but it was honestly incredible. A day that I never thought would actually happen.
How did the move to Leicester Tigers come about?
So I actually played against Tigers in the Champs at Amelia Woods, Welford Road, and it was such an incredible day. Honestly, witnessing the development of even just the champ side of Tigers and how supported the women were, and there was pictures of women everywhere around the pitches, and it just seemed like a very good environment and one that I knew I would be proud to be a part of. And so when I first got asked about joining here, I wasn't too sure because I'm still at uni, but it just seemed like silly opportunity to miss, and I'm so glad that I ended up signing to come here because it's such an incredible environment. The girls are amazing, the staff are the best. It's an honour to be part of the Tigers team.
That's fantastic. You're already familiar with many of the team beforehand from your time at Loughborough. You lived with Churchy Knight and you've been with the squad now for several months. How are you settled in?
Yeah, honestly, living with Churchy is crazy. It's lovely to be now a teammate with her as well as a friend, and the other girls. They're all so welcoming, even the ones I didn't know before. Everyone's what I felt very welcomed and initially and straight away just part of the team. So it's nice.
And then finally, how excited are you to run out at Amelia Woods, Welford Road in the Tigers shirt?
I am so excited. It's a day I didn't think would be happening this time soon, but I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to us hopefully winning and surprising everyone.